Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Pulse Wave Report with yours truly, Dex the Outgo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the Pulse Wave Price Trigger Reports. All right, I am pressed for time, so I need to get this party started. All right, so I'm going to be really quick. If you missed something, you just have to restart the video at the end, and you'll be good to go. All right, here we go. First and foremost, we got Tesla on the board, and here's what we're looking at. So coming into today, as you can see here, the market decided that it was going to try to break out before failing and then falling into the close. And what this simply means is that the bears are kind of still in control of this one, but it does have an opportunity to get a little leverage here. So this is a mixed picture right now. The market's been flip-flopping, and the market here is trying to take out the previous high. I know it sounds weird, but it's looking like this one wants to rally. Tesla wants to rally. Now, I know you guys heard the news about your boy buying $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. Well, that should help Bitcoin, but it could also help Tesla. So we'll see if Tesla stock can be further marked to Bitcoin. That will be very interesting. If that's the case, then Tesla stock could really get up to like $4,000 a share, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what's going on. We'll be watching this one. So we'll see. All right, next up. Oh, I should point out too. Here's the last alert, was the crash alert. So right now the bears are subduing this market, but it could explode at any point. We'll have to see. But right now the bears still have this one as of right now. All right, next up we have Amazon. All right, here's Amazon. Amazon is looking very similar to Tesla right now. Here was your crash alert. Here's your downside production. Now the market's just kind of moving sideways, but the bears have it. All right, the bulls have not been able to wrestle this back from them and cause this market to rally any further. So I think trendline support is now in play here on Amazon. All right, next up we got Macy's. All right, so Macy's is a little bit different picture. We have a short-term bottom right here. We had this rally alert, and then we had this upside production. This one right here is called higher. I think it wants to test $25 a share. So that would be my initial target on Macy's. I think we're gonna get somewhere between $23 and $25 a share on the initial run up. All right, on that one. All right, let's see what we got next up here. Give me just a second. All right. Okay, so the next one we got up here is JNUG. All right. So JNUG came into today with a rally alert, and look what you got. You got upside production. And the overhead trend line resistance at $110 a share is the initial target, but we got a gap. So the thing to look for here on a back and fill, you don't want to see the market keep falling, keep going, because that's kind of what it's looking like here. The bears, technically speaking, from the longer perspective, are still in control, but on the short-term perspective now, the bulls have wrestled back control, and they're going to try to take this back up to around anywhere between 115 and 120, but you're going to hit resistance at around 110. All right, so that's what you're looking at on the JNUG there. All right, next up we got corn futures. Let's go ahead and pull that up. All right, here's your corn futures. So here's your rally alert back here, and here's all the upside production that has been following. The bulls have clear control of this market. Looks like this one's going to try to get up somewhere to between maybe 575, 580, and then the next test would be that psychological $6 mark. So that's what's going on with corn right now. So the bulls have it right now in the corn market. Moving over to gold. Let's take a look at gold. All right, so here's what's happening with gold. Now you see why I was saying what I was saying earlier this morning when we're talking about gold. Here's the crash alert back here, and then here's all this downside production. Now, we have put in a short-term bottom. We came into today with a rally alert and got this nice upside production. The overhead trend line resistance will be the initial target for this move. But the real question will be, once we get up here near the resistance mark, do the bulls have enough to turn the market, or are the bears going to come back in and just beat this thing into the dust? That is the concern here, and we have to be aware. We have to be aware of that. All right, you flip it over here and take a look at silver. All right, silver's a little bit different because it's above the Kumo cloud, above the trend line, and you came in here for rally alert. You got the upside production. So this one here, you know, it looks like silver wants to test that 30. So maybe that'll help put some wind under the gold and cause gold to rally as well and break out of the bearish pattern. I don't know, but this is what we got to work with. We got to take what the market gives us, right? All right, next up we got Doji Coin. All right, here's your Doji Coin. All right, so as you can see here, this bar right here was the initial rally alert. See the rally alert right here? This is all your upside production you have gotten from the rally alert. Here's your second alert right here. And this one looks like he wants to keep running. Right now, the bulls have it. This is a bull market, and I don't see anything holding it back. All right, sky's the limit for this Doji Coin. There's no looking back. If you're using the pulse waves, you do need to pop your way through this. Okay, do not let the market get out of control. Don't let your profits get out of control. Don't turn your winners into losers. Lock in some profit. All right, you move those stops. Pop your way through this. If you need a refresher on the pop method, just pull up your dashboard, the education sector, and your dashboard, and take a look. All right, and it explains everything to you, what you need to do. It explains the two different types of pops: the aggressive pop versus the non-aggressive pop. All right, the conservative one, and you can make that determination. All right, last but not least, we got the mighty Bitcoin Futures Composite Index on its way to 50,000 right now. All right, that is the initial target between 48 and 50,000. That's the initial target. Just keep in mind, like I told you before, you do have some gaps that you're going to have to take a look at. All right, you got some questionable gap right here. This is a questionable gap. Cannot ignore this gap that was made on December the 14th. It happened and has not been checked. All right, so at some point, it's going to have to come down here and reconcile this. Just keep that in the back of your minds, ladies and gentlemen. No matter how high this thing goes, at some point, it's going to have to come down here and close the gap. That's all I'm saying. All right, so just think about it going in. Take what the market gives you, and that's great. All right, but beside that, you know, markets do fill in those gaps at one point or another. They will fill the gap. It's not going to go unfilled, and you just need to be aware of that. It could be 10 years from now. It could also be 10 days from now. All right, last but not least, here is your shrimp SHMP. All right, on this stock, you can see here, this is your last rally alert right here. And here's all this nice upside production. And the sky's the limit for this one too. There is no limit to this. This thing can keep running. Initial target for this one, if I had to call it, it would be 150, 160. We'll see. All right, we'll see. Right now, though, it's doing good. Pop your way through it. Don't let the market get away from you. All right, you got to manage these open positions, ladies and gentlemen. All right, do me a favor, smash that like button. You know what it is. Bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And you need to come break bread with us. Come on over to PulseWaveTrading.com. You can learn how to trade these markets and put some money in your pocket. All right, I'm out. Peace.